everyone, thanks again for tuning into my channel. This is Spring Porter with Spring Solutions LLC. In this video, I'm giving you video 2 in the series of videos, clip notes for the Lazy Asset Locator. In here, I'm going to be going over the states of Hawaii all the way down to Maryland. It's in alphabetical order. I am providing you with this information because my YouTube channel basically has general information. This is just a continuation of that, a place for you to start, a place for you to kind of start doing your own research and you're not really sure where to go. I'm just giving you, basically a chart where you can go. If you need an attorney, maybe try that one to see if it works. You need a mobile notary, just a place, so you can have this information to start from. If you're looking for specific information, contracts, letters, knowing what to say on the phone, specific case details on a court docket, or how to actually file in the documents, what to actually put, what order should you put. That is all specifics. That's coaching, and that's basically what is in the program. I do lay out all that information in the program in case you're interested, but you do have a choice. You can do this research on your own. I've taken the guesswork out of it for you. I've said that before in previous videos, but the option is up to you if you're interested in doing it one way or the other. But at any rate, this information is out here for you to utilize. So before I get into that list, I'm also going to be providing you with a deal that I got in New Jersey. A small deal. I've worked there before, but this was pretty fast. I'm not sure why, but that's fine. I'm also going to be going over questions in case you didn't catch the previous video, questions that you should be asking the attorneys, a few questions for the banks and for the mobile notaries. So if you're interested in that, please stay tuned. Please note that I am not an attorney. This information is not indicated as legal advice. So, New Jersey, unique because their ledger is different. I have a video on how to do that, and I'll post that up here. I'll post another video about the deal that I got in New Jersey previously. So, overall, they work pretty fast, but this one was a lot faster than the other one. It took probably maybe a week for them to actually file in the paperwork, the clerk that is. But once it was filed in, it was filed in on the 19th, and then the very next day I got a court order. So, and that's pretty fast. I'm not sure what they're going through, but it doesn't matter to me. It's fine. There was no deficiencies, so that's good. So, and another thing that makes this case unique is that this amount is actually for child support. So the mother basically filed child support. The dad filed bankruptcy. And if you know anything about bankruptcy and the different types of debt, another thing that I cover in the program, and also maybe a little bit on this channel, certain debts are just non-dischargeable. So if you're trying to figure out what unclaimed funds are, it could be for anything. It could be for a tax refund. It could be for the sale of a house. This specifically is for child support. And I think he owed her a lot more, maybe like $8,000 or $7,000, if I can recall. But because his case wasn't completed, he didn't pay everything to the court. This is basically what she was able to get from here. And so I helped her get it. And she was happy to get that. She's like, that's fine. Now, legal advice and something that I can't tell her is that she probably could go back to court and get the remaining balance on what is owed, but she's got to file a motion for contempt and all that. And that's a whole nother can of worms, but that's something that she could do. But I can't say that to her. I'm not giving legal advice. I only have the capacity to just talk about this particular unclaimed fund amount. And long story short, she's going to get the funds back is basically what I tell her. So this is the court order. It comes in 2 pages. The court seal is always up here. This case is from 2020. And basically it just reiterates what I just spoke about. The 19th of January is when it was filed in. I supplied all the supporting information. 225033. I basically kept the change of that around 300, and I gave her the rest. And then the PO box, it comes to me. So once I get that check, and I can't remember if it's an EFT or a check here, I can't remember, but I will, once I get the payment, I'll come back on here and just show you what it looks like. And then after that, I'm tasked with giving her her portion. And this is where your business checking comes to play. You can get business checks. It makes it look more official. Or if you're going to just be doing electronic fund transfers to your client, you just pick and choose like what you want to do. But it's good to keep things separate. So that's why you need a business checking account. So this is basically it in a nutshell. In the next slide, I'm going to go over questions that you should ask. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Hi, everyone. Okay, so here we have questions for the attorneys. Do they handle unclaimed funds? You want to make sure you ask that. Because just because someone can handle a bankruptcy case does not mean that they know how to handle a motion for unclaimed funds. Maybe they've never done it before. So you want to ask them that. And you probably want to ask them what percentage would they charge. Now, again, you can do bankruptcy unclaimed funds without having an attorney, but there are some people that just would rather be a referral, have the referral fee to refer a client, and maybe they don't want to be responsible for all of the paperwork, right? There's different ways that you can kind of do this. So you want to ask them that, and you may want to ask them a few other things, like who's providing the paperwork? Are they going to be doing it? But their fee for sure is something that you want to know. You want to probably go after the deals that make sense to everybody so that everyone can get a fair shake, because again, the most of the money has to go to the client. All right, so here are some questions that you should ask the banks when you're trying to get a business checking account. Is there a monthly deposit or amount that you need for that business checking? There are some banks that may require you to have a certain amount or maybe make a certain amount of deposits per month. That's something that you probably want to know. Now, if you're doing real estate unclaimed funds or maybe state funds already, you already have like an asset locator business, then you probably can go with a different business checking because you already have funds there. You already have a general knowledge of what you make per month, and you can probably pick a different business checking and maybe go up in the amount of money that you need for every month or a deposit. Another question that you may want to ask is, do they accept third-party checks? Do they have a mobile app? Can you do the mobile deposits there with a third-party check in mind? So again, I've mentioned I have M&T. That's mostly on the East Coast. I have not had any issues with depositing my third-party checks. Most districts, if you're doing bankruptcy unclaimed funds, you will get paid directly. There are very few for bankruptcy unclaimed funds that have third-party checks. Massachusetts and so far Maryland require you to basically put the debtor's name on there as well as your name. Now, there are some people that are doing state funds. Maybe you don't always get paid directly either. So it's good to know how your bank is working. Are all these things possible? Mobile notaries, the biggest thing or question that you should ask them is just basically the location. Because just because, let's say, you pick a mobile notary in Illinois, it's a big state, right? So maybe your client lives in Chicago, but maybe they live in a different small town, and they're unable to get to your client. So you really need to find out where your client is going to be, and where, or maybe the mobile notary can refer you to someone else that handles it in that area. Again, I'm giving you information so that you can just start from the place where you can start. Could they mail the documents to you? That's something that you may want to ask the mobile notary, because not every client of yours is going to be the ideal client. There are some people that lose documents. I've had one client that just very slow. She's just kind of all over the place. I had to give her the documents like 3 times because I don't know if she saves her emails. Like, I don't know. It's just, and then she lost the thing that was notarized. So it's just like really messy. So there are some people are just not good with things like that. And so you may want to find out if maybe the mobile notary can just mail that document to you and kind of make the whole process a lot easier. Here's the chart, essentially. So the chart on the left over here, the ST this is the state, so Hawaii all the way down to Maryland. And then these are the attorneys. The first one listed is always going to be the bankruptcy attorney. Then the business attorney is going to be in the middle. Then the real estate is the last one. The banks are always going to be here in the middle. And then the mobile notaries are listed here on the right column. So again, you may want to pause this, maybe do a screenshot, save this information. Again, I am going to be providing you with this information in the course. Once I've completed the whole list, you're going to have a few other ones added on here. I'm going to be giving you 2 attorneys per category and 5 banks and 5 mobile notaries total. I'm going to be providing you with links to all of the districts and the bankruptcy court website so that you can have everything sort of as a little on one chart. Okay, so I'm hoping that this will help some. Pause it and screenshot it, and I will see you in the next video. Hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching.